Welcome to Social Studies Samurai. In this video, we'll show students and teachers how to tell engaging stories using a media-rich interactive tool called Sutori. We'll show you how to add text, images, video, as well as interactive quizzes and activities. It's pretty user-friendly, so let's get started. Alrighty, before I show you exactly what Sutori looks like, I'll just walk you through the dashboard, the interface a little bit. You've got your resources tab. You can search for things by subject area, grade level, skills or competencies. A lot of good stuff in here, so have a look. You got a tab for your students where you can look at their level and timing of engagement, as well as their responses to quizzes and things. For assessment, not going to click that right now, of course, because they're my students, privacy, right? So let me show you just a few things that I've made with Sutori. History of traditions, I think this is kind of fun. Let me quickly show you the story of Valentine's Day. So when you create a story, you can put in your own banner that has to be uploaded. You've got a heading with a bit of a description. You'll see here, I've got an audio MP3 that I've just recorded just for my English as additional language learners. I like to start my Sutoris with a forum where, yes, students can comment on them and say, well, this is what I think. I give some kind of provocation. And then I have images and video that go along with text, everything that people need to understand a topic, but they can comment on different things. You can embed quizzes, multiple choice and drag and drop, and you can have little did you know things. You can put forums in the middle of your Sutori. And of course, I like to embed certain games. I like Google Forms, so I've got an escape room from this Halloween history story things like this are kind of fun for students, and you can put pretty much anything in Sutori. If it's on the web, you can put it in. Towards the end, I like to put little quizzes in, so I've got, embedded quizzes to, Quizlet, Kahoot, and things like that, and of course, a bibliography to show my students that I am also academically honest. So when you first come to Sutori, you've got some tutorials here that will help you out, but let's jump into it. So you'll see this plus button that says Create Story, so I'm going to click on that. Now you've got a wide range of options of templates that are already made for you. I like to start from scratch myself, so I'm going to choose blank. So now I've got my blank palette. Here's a pro tip. I always get my text, my images, video, quizzes, anything I'm going to use in my Sutori, I make it first, so when I go to build my Sutori, it goes really quickly. Of course, I can go back and edit and add content, which I frequently do. So here is an example of a Google Doc where I have all of my links and things where I can just cut, paste, and go really quickly. So the first thing I'm going to do is add an image to my banner, which I already have chosen. So I tap on the banner and I choose the ellipse here on the top right, and I'm going to choose Edit. So I can add an image from my device. I can search in Unsplash for a copyright-free image or put a link. I'm going to choose from my device because I already have the image that I want. I'm going to reposition it a little bit by clicking and dragging, and then I'm going to click Save. If I want to change it, I just have to tap and I go back to my ellipse and I remove it and then add. So now I'm going to add more content. If I want, I can add a caption right here. Maybe that's where I'll put my, my citation. So now I've added my image credits, and when it's tapped, they'll see it. Now I want to put in my, my title and my heading. You'll see how easy this is. I'm just going to cut and paste from my Google Doc, my title, and then my content. So you see I have my title, and I've got a little bit of an introduction. If I want, I can tap in. I can make it all bold if I want, just to stand out a little bit. I can italicize, play around. Now I want to add my first discovery that changed history. So I'm going to go with my first heading. I go back to my doc and I'm going to put my heading in there. And then I'm going to use my plus button to add content. So I've added my heading. Now I'm going to add whatever content I want. I'm going to start with text, and I'm going to put a lot of text in first. I've just pasted all this stuff, but that's far, far too long. So what I'm going to do is kind of break it up just a little bit, and then by clicking the plus button and choosing text, I'm going to add all of my text first. So now I've added 3 pieces of text, a good amount for a high school student, I feel. Now I want to add some multimedia. So I'm going to go back to my doc and I'm going to copy the URL link to the images I want to use. So now I have my image URL. If I tap here, I can add media to the top of this particular piece of text. You could do a search in Drive, you could look through Unsplash, or you could add the link, or you can upload your own image. I'm just going to go with the link that I already have to an image I want to use. And if I want to remove it, I just have to, if I've tapped out, I just have to tap on the white and then I can remove it. What I want to do is add a caption that gives the image source. Now you could put it right there, or if you want, you could put it at the bottom. Now here's a pro tip. I usually put my image source as the caption, and I like to also put it at the bottom just to be sure that my students get to see it. So now if they tap the image, they'll see the image source just below it. I close out, but they're also going to see it right here. Pretty nice. Now this image clearly goes with this piece of text. I could just put images randomly or videos or that kind of thing. So let's go with a video. So I want to put a video in with hieroglyphs, and I want to put it in between these two. You'll notice these dots kind of guide you and tell you what comes first and second. So I've tapped on my plus button where I want it to be, and I'm going to click video. And I already have my YouTube video link. Now, of course, you can upload from devices and things like that. But I'm going to click on YouTube because this is from YouTube, and now it's going to populate. And I can put in my text again as well if I want. Now, something that I could do, if I really wanted this to stand out, you notice these arrows here. I could tap on that, and I could make that video really pop out, and then students know, hey, this is kind of important. I better look at that. And then I tap on my white, and I can change it up again. Now, if you're using a lot of different topics like this Sutori, a bunch of different discoveries, you may want to color code it. So, for example, when I tap here on my, on the white for this image, I tap on that, and maybe I want to make it blue. And then I'm going to do that for all of the other topics within this particular, all the other pieces within the theme here. And that way it looks a bit consistent. So maybe I'll choose brown or purple for my next, discovery kind of thing. Now, if I click on my plus button again, I realize there's something I've forgotten. So I'm back at the top, and I'm going to hit the plus button, and I'm going to choose forum. And I'm simply going to paste a provocation, and I'm going to stretch it so that students know, okay, this is important. I have to, really focus on this. And when they're logged in, they can click comment, and then you can see their comments and comment back. It's a great way to get a Sutori started. Get them started with a provocation, thinking about, the topic. What discoveries fascinate you the most, for example. And so I've got my other material here. If I click the plus, I can go back and choose heading and then start adding more of my content. You can add links to external web pages. You can add files. I like the Did You Know feature. You can, hey, did you know? Just quirky information that's interesting. You can do your own audio recording. Record it if you tap on it. You can record it right there in Sutori, which I recommend because you don't have to upload MP3s and things like that. You can also do multiple choice and matching quizzes. I'm going to do these things in separate videos for you. And you might want to add a bibliography. And so what I do is the bibliography usually goes right to the bottom, and I just get rid of the template that they give you, and I cut and paste my sources here so that my students see that, hey, my teacher is also being academically honest. You can add an image in there and that kind of thing if you'd like. Now, another cool thing about Sutori is you can use it as a presentation in your class if you wanted to. You simply click the present button right here. And you just have to use your arrows to move from one place to the next. And it's all in the order as those little dots in your timeline. And yes, you can show the videos as well. Press escape to go back. So I've pressed escape, now I'm back, and I want to share it or make it public. This is the share button here in the top right that you use, If I want to invite people to collaborate, I would choose invite and then click done. If I want to share it with the world, this is where I make it public. I'm going to keep this as a secret right now because I'm still working on it. I can share it through Google Classroom, Teams, Facebook, social media, Pinterest, Twitter, you name it. And then I can click copy. Now, after I've made it public, I can click on embed, and then I can get the embed code as well. So that is a tool called Sutori that I really, really love. I'll make another video with a few other features that you can look at. See you then. Have fun. Thank you for watching the video. If you are a student or a teacher of subjects like history, geography, politics, and economics, you can find more resources on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and on the web at socialstudiessamurai.com. I hope to see you again.